I thought you were dead.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Entertainment Lab. I'm back with another TV show recap, and this time it is season 1 recap of your favorite Disney Plus show, Mandalorian. So without wasting time, let's jump right into it. And before that, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Five years after the fall of Galactic Empire, a Mandalorian bounty hunter hands his latest bounty to Greef Karga. Then he accepts under the table commission on the outpost world of Nevarro from an enigmatic client with apparent imperial connections, directing him to track down and capture an unnamed 50-year-old target. His colleague Dr. Pershing insists the target to be brought alive. The Mandalorian is given down payment of a single bar of Beskar steel, sacred to his people. He takes it to covert Mandalorian enclave where an armorer uses it to make him a pauldron. Arriving at the planet of the target's last reported location, the Mandalorian is aided by a vapor farmer named Quill. Quill leads him to the target's location and departs. Entering the remote and heavily defended encampment, the Mandalorian reluctantly teams up with a bounty hunting droid IG-11 to clear up the camp and find the quarry, a child of Yoda's species.
Wait, they said 50 years old.
When IG-11 attempts to kill the infant per its bounty orders, the Mandalorian shoots and destroys the droid, taking the child alive. While returning to his ship with the child, the Mandalorian finds it being stripped by Jawas for parts and violently confronts them. The following day, Quills help him to locate the Jawas and negotiate for the return of the ship's components. The Mandalorian agrees to retrieve the egg of an rhinoceros-like Mudhorn in exchange for the stolen parts. He enters the Mudhorn's cave only to be hurled out by the angry beast inside, which attacks him repeatedly, damaging his armor. As the Mudhorn rushes in for the kill, the child uses the Force to levitate the beast, allowing the surprised Mandalorian to stab and kill it. He collects the egg and takes it to the Jawas. With the trade complete, the Mandalorian and Quill works together to repair the ship, allowing the Mandalorian to leave planet with the child. The Mandalorian delivers the child to the client on Nevarro and collects the bounty of 20 bar of Beskar steel. Now the Mandalorian accepts a new job of Greef Karga and prepares his ship to depart. Feeling guilty about abandoning the child to the Empire, he turns back to attack client's base, killing most of the stormtroopers guarding it. He rescues the child from Dr. Pershing's lab where it was being experimented on, but chooses not to kill the doctor. On the way back to his ship,
Welcome back, Mando.
the Mandalorian is ambushed by bounty hunters and Greef Karga. Outnumbered and concerned, the Mandalorian is able to escape with the child. Arriving on a sparsely populated forest planet, Sorgan, the Mandalorian encounters ex-rebel shock trooper turned mercenary Cara Dune. While he prepares his ship, two desperate fishermen approaches, offering to hire him to drive off a band of Kaltunian raiders. He accepts the job in exchange for lodging, using the credit to enlist Dune's help. At the village, they are housed by Omera, a widowed mother. The Mandalorian confides in her that no one has seen him without his helmet since childhood, when his tribe took him in as orphan. Now they provoke the raiders at night, with Dune luring the AT-ST into the trap for the Mandalorian to blow up and forcing the remaining raiders to flee. With peace restored, the Mandalorian plans to leave the child in the village. But a guild bounty hunter tracks it down and is killed by Dune. Realizing that neither the village nor the child would be safe, the Mandalorian departs with the child. The Mandalorian defeats the pursuing bounty hunters in a dogfight. He lands his damaged ship at a nearby repair dock run by mechanic Peli Motto in Mos Eisley on Tatooine. He seeks work in a cantina to pay for the repairs, meeting aspiring bounty hunters Toro Calican, who is tracking elite mercenary and assassin Fennec Shand. Calican needs to catch Shand to join the guild, and the Mandalorian agrees to help when Calican offers to let him keep the money. They capture Shand in the desert, but she destroys one of the speeder bikes, so the Mandalorian goes to get her due back They passed for transportation. While Calican watches Shand, she will tell him that Mandalorian betrayed the guild, making the bounty on him and the child worth more than hers.
You already have something the guild values far more than me, you just don't see it.
Shand's offer to help Calican capture the Mandalorian if he sets her free. But he shoots her instead and rides the remaining speeder bikes to the repair dock, taking Moto and the child hostage. The Mandalorian arrives, uses a flare to disorient Calican and kills him. He takes Calican's money to pay Motos for the repairs, thanking her before leaving Tatooine. Out in the desert, a mysterious figure approaches Sand's body. Now the Mandalorian receives a message from Greef Karga, whose town on Navarro has been overrun by ex-Imperial troops led by the client. Karga proposes that the Mandalorian uses the child as a bait in order to kill the client and free the town. In return, Karga will square things with Guild, which would allow Mandalorian and the child to live in peace. Sensing a trap, the Mandalorian recruits Cara Dune and Quill to assist him, and Quill brings the rebuilt and reprogrammed IG-11 to protect the child. They meet Karga and his associate but are attacked by a flying creature during the journey to the town. Karga is injured, but the child uses the Force to heal his wounds. In return, Karga kills his associate and confesses his original plan to shoot the Mandalorian and take the child to the client. Karga pretends that Dune has captured the Mandalorian while Quill returns the child to the ship. During the meeting, Moff Gideon's troops open fire on the building and kill the client and his bodyguards, trapping the Mandalorian, Karga, and Dune inside. Gideons arrive, reminding the child.
You have something I want.
Meanwhile, in the desert, two scout troopers intercept the Mandalorian's communications and track Quill, killing him before he can reach the ship and taking the child. IG-11 rescues the child from the scout troopers. Gideon warns Karga, Dune, and the Mandalorian that they face a certain death unless they agree to assist him. IG-11 arrives and breaks the standoff, but Gideon injures the Mandalorian. The child uses the Force to deflect the attacking stormtrooper's flamethrower back to him. The Mandalorian sends the other through the sewer gates with the child to find help from the Mandalorian enclave.
No living thing has seen me without my helmet since I swore the creed. I am not a living thing.
While IG-11 removes his helmet to tend to a head injury. Joining the others, the Mandalorian finds the covert group of Mandalorians dead and escaped, except for the armorer. She tasks him to care for the fondling child like his own, discovers its origins, and returns it to its own kind. The armorer fashions the Mandalorian his new signet and give him a jetpack. The group is ferried down the underground lava river. But when they are ambushed by stormtroopers, IG-11 self-destruct to eliminate the enemy. Gideon attacks in a TIE fighter.
Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing.
And the Mandalorian uses jetpack to bring the craft down. But Moff survives and cuts himself out of the ship with a darksaber. At the end, Mandalorian leaves the child while Karga and Dune stay behind. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button, and for more such content like this, subscribe to our channel.